I made an AI copy of myself with Meta's AI Studio to see if my friends could tell the difference. I'll show you how you can make your own AI too. Meta's AI Studio is currently available in the US and allows you to make two types of chatbots. One, you can create an AI copy of yourself based on your Instagram profile. Now, what's the use case for this? Well, an influencer or business could use it to engage more consistently with their followers than they could by just manually replying to all of their messages. For example, I'm just a regular user, but I still wanted to test it out to see how realistic of responses it can generate. You can also create an AI of a character related to your interests. Plus, you can talk to chatbots made by other users. Let's go over how to create both types of AI chatbots, starting with a copy of yourself. Note that this feature is still in beta. To begin, you can log into ai.meta.com/AI Studio, but I like to use the Instagram app. Your Instagram account has to be public and you must switch it to a professional account. Then just start a chat with Meta AI and tap the circle sparkle icon in the upper right-hand corner to get to AI Studio. Next, select Create, Try It, and Create AI. Your AI is automatically trained on your Instagram content, but you can give it even more information to draw from in its answers. Here is how I set up my AI. I tried to feed this thing as many facts as I could think of about myself, so I told it the basics like where I work, what I do here at CNET, as well as more niche things like my favorite artists and my favorite songs from them, as well as my preferred source of caffeine, which is yerba mate. I also gave it answers to questions I anticipate could be more common ones, like what do you do in your free time, which is singing, playing the guitar, and going to concerts. I also gave it links to all of my socials. I would just say the more information that you can feed this thing, the better, of course within the bounds of what you feel comfortable with it sharing. AI-generated messages are labeled for full transparency, which I think is very important, but I wanted to see if my friends could tell the difference between the AI messages and ones written by me to really put this chatbot to the test. So I screenshotted some AI and non-AI generated answers to the same questions and hid the AI labels just for this very unscientific but very fun experiment. Then I asked my fellow CNETers Abrar and Faith, which message do you think is AI and which one do you think is me and why?
Okay, here's the first question and answer. The question is, what do you do for work? And the answer is, I'm a video producer at CNET. More specifically, I host videos about various consumer tech products that you can find on CNET's site and YouTube channel. I also write related articles.
And then the second answer, I'm a video producer at CNET. I host videos and write articles about consumer tech. My favorite topics are minimalist tech and tech spec comparisons.
Second one sounds more like Jessica because a couple things. There's an exclamation point after I'm a video producer at CNET, and I feel like Jessica's a little enthusiastic about things. But then again, sometimes AI does the most and throws in an exclamation point.
Yeah, I don't feel like the AI would have picked up minimalist tech. I also feel like Jessica would fully finish a sentence.
Yeah.
If she was asked a question, so that's why I'm leaning towards number 2.
Yeah, I think you're right. The fact that it just says, I also write related articles for, and then it stops, so it's a little AI-ish.
Yeah, I think we're voting number 2.
Number 2.
My real answer was option 1.
So we picked the wrong one.
We picked the wrong one.
We thought it was the first one, or the second one.
We thought it was the second one.
It was the, oh wow. Jessica.
Okay, so
finish your sentences.
Okay.
We just dragged you.
Now that I'm reading this response back, I do have some typos, so not my best work, but Instagram also did me dirty because it made it look like I didn't finish my sentence when I actually did. I typed out articles for CNET.com, but instead of including CNET.com in my answer, it just linked the CNET site above it.
The question is, what are the 3 most recent concerts you've been to? The answer is, I love concerts. Music is my passion, but I don't share specific concert experiences publicly. Let's talk music genres or artists instead. Oh, that's a little standoffish. I hope that wasn't Jessica.
And the second, Julian Baker, Gracie Abrams, and the Outside Lands Music Festival in San Francisco. I think we have, again, a little bit of advantage of knowing Jessica, and the first one's just a straight up lie because her whole TikTok is just
literally
outside experiences.
Also, why would that be private?
Also, let's talk music. I don't know. Yeah, definitely the second one.
Yeah, I agree. If it's the first one, Jessica, we need to talk, honey. It's not that deep.
My real answer was option 2, Julian Baker, Gracie Abrams, and Outside Lands.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, we redeemed ourselves because that would have been a problem if she had picked the first one if
Yeah.
that was her. So,
Yeah.
okay, good. Good answer, Jessica.
There's not a secret Jessica.
No, that's just a jerk. And question number 3, which is the most important question in my opinion. What's your favorite Taylor Swift song and why? The answer is, my favorite Taylor song is always changing. She has too many amazing eras to pick just one, but my current favorite is the Tortured Poets Department. I love how specific the lyrics are. It feels like she's reading you her personal journal entry. And I appreciate the Dylan Thomas and Patti Smith references.
And the second is, my current favorite Taylor Swift song is The Tortured Poets Department. Her lyrics are so relatable and poetic. But honestly, my favorite song/era changes by the day. There are so many gems.
Actually, this one's kind of a toss-up for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the emoji, the sparkle heart emoji,
Very Jessica.
but I also feel like Jessica being such like a music buff, being able to call out like Dylan Thomas and Patti Smith feels more like her.
Yes. I'm gonna vote for number 2.
I'm gonna vote for number 1. I think this is split decision.
I love this. Okay, this is exciting.
Yeah.
For question 3, what's your favorite Taylor Swift song and why? My real answer was option 1.
Interesting. So you win that one.
Okay,
Good job.
okay.
That was a tough one. Because my gut instinct was that one, but then the second one threw me off. Look at AI getting all cutesy with that sparkly heart. Oh man. It sounds like you, Jessica. The so many gems. So you, but not.
Overall, because Abrar and Faith thought some of the AI responses were actually me, it seems like all of those personal details I fed it really helped. Of course, normally users will know that they're chatting with an AI version of me, but I still think it's impressive how realistic the answers are. To make an AI of a character, head over to AI Studio, tap Create, and from there you can either use one of Meta's templates or create a custom AI character. I knew I eventually wanted to make my own Taylor Swift fan AI, but I started by using the Fellow Fan template to give me a feel for the kind of information I should feed to my custom chatbot. Meta has a comprehensive guide to help you make your AI, but overall, whether you're using a template or creating your own, the more information you can provide about, for example, how friendly it should be, how long its answers should be, anything you don't want it to talk about, etc., is helpful. That's what I did, and here is how my Swifty AI answered. First, I'm gonna ask, what surprise songs did Taylor sing at the Eras Tour in Santa Clara on July 29th, 2023? That is the Eras Tour date that I went to. Let's see what it says. Stay, 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 and All of the Girls You Loved Before were the surprise songs for Santa Clara. That is correct. Next, I'm asking, what are the major themes of Taylor's album Folklore? The major themes of Taylor's album Folklore include love, loss, grief, isolation, and storytelling. It also explores themes of nostalgia, memories, and the passage of time. I would definitely agree with those themes. They are very present throughout the album. It's worth noting that you could just look up the questions I asked online, but I still think it's cool that Meta allows you to create your own AI chatbot character based on whatever you're interested in, and wanted to show you how to do it in case you want to try it out too. That's how you can use Meta's AI Studio to create your own AI chatbots. I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this feature. Have you tried it? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.